Hello and welcome to this virtual house tour. My name's Claire and I'm really pleased to be showing you my home, the Sands House. The Sands House is located on the Fleurieu Coast in South Australia on Gunner Yurta, about an hour and a half south of Adelaide. We're in Climate Zone 6 and the site was a pretty standard residential block, 595 square metres with north-northeast to the rear. I really wanted to work with a local team, so was lucky enough to connect with Lockie McEwen from Harmonic Building Design, who was the designer on this project. It's a 3 bedroom plus office, 2 bathroom, all electric family home, and the total floor area is approximately 160 square metres. I really wanted to prioritise energy efficiency as part of this build, air tightness, and just comfort for myself and my family, but also wanted to create something that was visually interesting and quite unique. The builder was 35 South Building Company. Sam Fatulis was the lead on this project. It commenced in November 2022 and handover in September 2023. We use pretty standard construction methodology and materials for this build. It's a concrete slab on ground with timber frame. The house is wrapped in vapor-permeable membrane using Proclima products to the walls and roof, and the 35 South team did a great job of taping all of those penetrations and holes in the wrap. We did blower door testing before the roof and external walls went on, and also again at handover, and the airtightness result exceeded all of our expectations. We ended up getting just under 1.5 air changes per hour for the final result. When we did the initial blower door test, we quickly realised that the initial plan for decentralised ventilation was going to be insufficient. So had to pivot quite quickly to find a way to get a centralised mechanical ventilation with heat recovery unit in. I ended up using the Aerofresh 280 unit, which is a ceiling mounted unit with flexible insulated ducting. The insulation to the home comprises R6 batts to the ceiling, R2.7 batts to the external walls, and R2.0 pink batts to the internal walls. The external materials are Zinc-Alume roofing, and then for the walls we've got a combination of WeatherTex, Weathergroove Woodsman, James Hardie fine texture cladding, and some recycled red brick. This was in part because there is an encumbrance on the property that requires a certain percentage of masonry construction, but also just the combination of materials adds a lot of aesthetic interest. And these are just a few photos of the cladding when it was going up and then on completion. The windows are uPVC double-glazed windows. They're a mixture of tilt and turn awning and fixed windows. Each of the bedrooms have 2 windows, and this is great for natural light but also for cross-flow ventilation. You can see in that photo on the right, the tilt and turn windows are fantastic for being able to open up the house and quickly get a lot of airflow through, which is fantastic on at that time of year when you have hot days but cooler nights. And there is a lift and slide door to the rear. We've also used these barn-style laundry doors, which have a openable tilt and turn portion to the top. Otherwise, it's just a kind of a standard hinge glazed door. This is great for effectively including a window within your door where you don't otherwise have space for a window. The laundry door also has a dog door, which is the Ranger Pet Door by Freedom Pet Pass. We've used honeycomb blinds for window furnishing. These are from Nordic Blinds. These are great because they fit within the profile, the beading profile of the windows and door, which means that the tilt and turn window and the sliding door can operate without being impeded by the blinds. The primary glazing is to the north-northeast living area. So here we've got a 1.2 metre fixed eave to prevent the summer sun from penetrating and hitting the concrete floor. The concrete floor works really nicely in winter to provide that thermal mass, and you can see in that photo at the right that effectively that whole living area is bathed in sunshine in the cooler months. I am planning to grow a deciduous vine over the pergola area, which will provide just that extra summer shading and reduce the solar gain in those shoulder months when the sun is a little bit lower. In the bathrooms, we've used Methven Kiri Satinjet shower heads, which are the ultra low flow shower heads. We've got a heat pump hot water system and two 2,500 litre slimline rainwater tanks. These are plumbed to both toilets, and there's a pump and a tap for garden. There are 13.2 kilowatts of solar panels on the roof and a 10 kilowatt inverter. Although the roof orientation isn't optimum for solar, it's kind of facing east-southeast. The projection has still been exceptional. You can see here just for the first few months of 2024, the production is far exceeding the consumption. And I was quite delighted to get my first electricity bill. It's not often that people say that, but for the period from 8 November to 6 February, which is the first full period that I was living in the home, we just got over a $200 credit. So I'm hopeful that over the course of the year, I won't actually be paying for any energy at all. Thanks for watching this video. If you've got any questions, I'd love for you to share them. Thanks.